Okay, YouTube, this your boy Mark for Loose Screws and Views, back getting another video. Today, I'm gonna be doing a review on a dehumidifier, a 30 pint 3 humidifier. But you know how we do. Before we get started, let's get all that business and politics out of the way. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you be notified of new videos. Tell a friend, and stay tuned towards the end while I give you information about a giveaway on the channel. Alright, stay tuned till the end. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there. Go ahead and hit it. Too easy. Don't cost nothing. Free. Hit it. Alright. Now we got all that business and politics out of the way. Let's get to the video. And like I said earlier, I hope everybody had a good and blessed day. This is your boy Mark for Loose Screws and Views. Today I'm doing a review of a air dehumidifier, home dehumidifier from a company called Soleus Air. Soleus Air, I hope I'm getting it right. It's the 30 pint dehumidifier. Basically, just what it is, it takes all the, if you have, you live in one of them humid climates, so if you have a lot of humidity in your household, what this does is takes all that humidity out of your air, so you can breathe easier, make it more comfortable for you, and it takes and pulls out all the moisture in the air, and then leaves you for some nice, clean, dry air. So if you live in a real humid climate, or if it's been a lot of, you live in a wet climate, it's all that humidity in the air, this will do the job. If you got like a nice little small home or a basement or a trailer or something like that. Basically, like I said, it takes this is a 30 pint dehumidifier, and it takes you see right here, it takes it removes like 30 pints of water within a 24-hour period. It's like I said right here, it says remove 30 pints of moisture per day, which is a 24-hour period. Say 41 degree low, that's the lowest it goes for as temperature to operate in there, because you don't want to go lower than that, because I guess it mess up the internals or whatever. But it's got a adjustable humidistat. Basically, I'm gonna show you in a close-up a little bit later of the controls on top of it. But it has like a little timer and everything on there, adjustable timer. It's ultra quiet. It's not that loud. But if you have it on high, you can still hear it, whatever. But you can set it on low. So if when you go to sleep, you want to hear it running. But if you want to get the most moisture out of the air, you want to have it up on high. You're going to hear it, but it'd be almost like the effect of like the white noise machines or whatever. But it does a good job. Also, it has a bucket full indicator. So on the top of it, which I'm going to show you later, it has an indicator letting you know that the bucket right here is full. So when it's time to empty it. And also it has auto defrost. So with the motor inside, if it gets too cold or whatever and tries to freeze up, it's able to keep it from freezing up, basically. But in a nutshell, that's basically what it is. Like I said, if you live in a real humid area, or if you have a lot of humidity in your house, its job is to take that humid air in and then filter it through and deposit all the water here in the bottom in the bucket, and then blow out nice, clean, dry air. So if you have it's good for people who have like asthma, allergies, and stuff like that. This kind of help with those kind of health issues, whatever. And then in a lot of the bad stuff in the air, this will kind of help out with it. It's not going to take all the bad stuff out of the air, but it'll help breathe easier, especially in these times right now with all this stuff in the air. This will kind of help out, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to take out a lot of the moisture in the air and because you don't want to have your house, especially if you got electronics and stuff like that, or you want to have the humidity you want to keep the humidity but around 50ish. Or you don't want to really get it up there around 70 or whatever. You want to keep it between 50 and about 60, whatever. But if you can get it lower, get it lower. Because humidity also tends to mess with electronics. So if you have a lot of electronics around, and you don't want all that moisture and water to get into electronics and mess them up. So this will be a good investment if you have electronics, like you have a lot of computers in your basement or something like that, your gaming room, or you do a lot of vaping, you have a lot of vape shops, whatever. This will do the trick. air purifier will do a trick, but also this will take all that vapor out of the air and then blow out clean dry air. So that would do a trick for that, you know. But right here, I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna take the bucket out. And this is where the water is collected in this bucket right here. It holds up to 30 pints. And I've been using it for about a couple weeks, whatever. And usually I only end up having to empty it probably about once a day, but sometimes I do it twice a day. Like if I run it all day long and I'm finna go to sleep, I'll go ahead and empty it before I go to sleep. So when I wake up in the morning, and it's usually about halfway full when I wake up in the morning. So because I got it in the small space. Go ahead and put it back in. It's easy to slide out. As you can see inside, you see the internals in there. This is where the little compressor and all that stuff is. Easy slide in, easy slide out. Slide it back in. I thought I was getting the model that has a little handle on here where you can put it like that, but you know it just doesn't. Also inside the bucket, this is like the float. It like once it gets full, this thing will tilt like that, and then it'll go ahead and tell you on the top on the sensor, letting you know that the bucket is full and it's time to be empty. But they also have a feature on here, which I'm gonna show you in a minute, that where you can hook up a water hose on it. So if you got it at a convenient place to where you have a sink or a tub, a bucket where you can, instead of you having to empty this all the time, and it automatically go ahead and so you don't have to worry about all that. You can put it on continuous, and then that water, so you having to constantly take this out and empty it. It'll just drain into whatever, you know, if you got the water hose hooked up to it, it'll drain into like a sink or a tub or whatever you got it hooked up to. It'll drain it in. You ain't got to worry about emptying this all the time. So you put this back in here. Alright, got it back in there. I'm gonna take this box out of the way so I can turn it around for you. Alright, get a little around. It came with wheels on it, so I'm not gonna tilt it, because one thing I noticed when I was doing research on it, you don't want to tilt it too much because of the refrigerant inside or the compressor, so you don't want to mess that up. So you got wheels on here. It's got a little handle up here, so you can, and the handle goes out of the way, you can pick it up. It's heavy, you know, but like I said, it's got wheels on the bottom or whatever. You don't want to do a lot of tilting on there, because when you first get it, it's almost like they said with refrigerators. When you first get them, you don't just immediately plug them up and turn them on. You gotta let them sit so that refrigerant and all that, you know, the stuff inside of the compressor can settle. So because you don't want to mess up that compressor, because you mess up the compressor band, you might as well buy a brand new one, because I mean, it ain't nothing without a compressor. So let me turn it around. This is the air exhaust. This is where all the dry air is going to come out of right here. So all your dry, clean air is going to come out of this vent right here. And on the back, well, I'm messing up my desk. Trying to straighten this around. Might have to pick it up a little bit. Turn it. Pick it up and roll it with the rollers on here. But anyway, you see right here, this is the filter, air filter. You want to make sure you want to keep the air filter clean, because if the air filter is clogged up, it's not going to do its job, and it's going to make the compressor work harder, and then you know, and it's going to reduce the longevity of your dehumidifier. So you want to make sure you keep it clean. And it's so simple to keep it clean. Take it off. You just take it off right here, and you see your filter. You just brush it off, whatever. Brush it off like that, because you know it's not real. This is not real. This little, you can see a little bit of dust coming off of here, because I only had it for like about a little over a week. So there's a little dust on there. So it's be soon time for me to clean this off. So you see the little dust particles that came off right here. So you want to make sure you keep this clean, which I'm probably going to, before I plug it back up today, I'm going to go ahead and keep it clean. You see the inside in here, the coils where that air is going to come on, and to draw that moisture in. Like I say, but it's easy to take off, because you got some of them that you got to go inside to take the filter off. It's a little bit more difficult. This is easy peasy, right? Too easy. Just pop it off. You got the two little grooves in here. Bam. And you're good to go. Easy cleanup, easy maintenance. And then this is where, remember I was telling you about the, you can hook a water hose up to it, so you ain't got to worry about emptying that bucket all the time. This is where you hook the water hose up. Just a regular garden hose, you know what I'm saying? It's used outside. Oh shit, it's got, oops. Excuse my language. I'm gonna have to clear. It's got water in it. But I'm gonna have to bleep that out. But anyway, this is the water hose. So this is where if you want to run it on continuous. I need to get a towel. But this is what if you want to run it on continuous. You hook a water hose on here, put it on there, bam, you're good to go. Then here's your electrical cord, and I don't want to get it too wet since I open it up. The only complaint I have with this is the cord is not long enough. You know, it's about I want to say this might be like a 4-foot cord, maybe 5 foot, I think 4 foot. But to me, it's not long enough because they also say you can't use extension cords with this thing because for some odd reason. So I don't want to burn it up or mess it up, so I'm not going to use extension cord. But they say in the instructions you're not supposed to use extension cord with it. So that's my only complaint with this is that the cord is not long enough. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's been working fine. So I'm gonna put this cord right in. The good cord management got this right here, so you can go ahead and wrap that cord up. Bam. Like so. And then you go ahead and plug the cord in here. I gotta make sure I wipe this bad boy off before I plug it up. And then bam. So easy storage. So when you're done using it, bam. Good cord management, wrap it around there, plug it up, bam, there you go. You're good to go. Too easy. Too easy. Alright. And here's the other side of it. Nothing on this side or whatever. And this is just like where you use to pull it out. And that's about it for the outside of it. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut to another angle so I can go ahead and show you the top, the controls on top. Alright? Hold tight. Okay, as you can see here, I got a little close up on here. And to move the camera around. Here are look at the controls up top. Hope you can see it. And here's the little handle, the handle right here. Tucks away. You can pick it up, carry it around, then tuck it back in there. You're good to go. It has a power button right here. And then you got your timer button. And it's got a lock feature. You hold it down, you press it down 2 seconds to lock it. So if you got kids or whatever running around, so they want to, if there's somebody coming here or anybody want to come in here and press the buttons, you hold that timer down. And you hold the timer button down for like 2 or 3 seconds. It locks it, so that way nobody can go ahead and mess with none of the controls on here. So that's a pretty good feature right there. But it's, like I said, it's got a timer on there. You set it up to 24 hours, from 24 hours and under. So you can set it for 5 hours or a half an hour, or it goes in half an hour increments. So you, like I said, you can set up to 24 hours, set up 5, 10 hours, you know, however many hours you want. It only goes up 24 hours. Or if you don't want to use the timer function, you can set it on continuous. So like right here, here's the different settings on here: continuous, basement, living space, and sleeping space. So, and that's what right there. What that does right here is like sleeping space. It might have it set to like a little bit higher humidity level, so it won't be running so much because it'll go on and off by itself. And the same thing with living space, and I want to say basement, it sets it down to like a 45 humidity level. But on continuous, it'll run continuous until you shut it off. So you only really want to run it like that if you got it like the garden hose hooked up to it, so you got to drain it into something, so you ain't got to worry about water, you know, getting everywhere or whatever. All right. And here are your up and down controls to control the humidity. Also doubles as control to set the timer up and down. This is your little display right here. I'm not gonna plug it up right now because I wish that water right there. So I wish that water down there. So, and I really ain't got no close plug to I can hook it up to. Because remember I said earlier that you can't use the extension cord with these bad boys. So, you know, I'm not going to take a chance and hook it up with those extension cords. Right? You might be able to use one of them industrial extension cords, but I'm just going to go with the directions. You know, it was like about this cost around about 180 or 160 bucks. But I'm gonna leave a link down in the description box below where you can get it from. Order it from Kohl's. So I'm gonna leave a link down in the description box where you can get it from. You can check it out for yourself, get more information. But also here's the fan speed. The fan speed either high medium, or low. Those are your fan speeds right here, and this is your fan button control right here. Filter. Your filter. This little, not sure what that I mean, it's got physical button, but basically this right here, it has a sensor to let you know when it's time to clean the filter, and it hasn't came on yet. So even though I peeled that little dust off earlier, it's not time to clean it yet. Also, it has this where I said it has a sensor. It lets you know. It has little LEDs right here for the filter and for the bucket to let you know that the bucket is full. If you're not using the water hose, it'll let you know when that bucket is full. So it'll turn red when it's time to empty the bucket. Also, I notice whenever I take the bucket out, because usually I take the bucket out before this even comes on. But when I take the bucket out and there's no bucket in there, the sensor picks up in there. And I noticed this the red LED pops on saying bucket full. So it's because it's not sensing the bucket in there anymore. So, and I imagine it's going to do the same thing when this filter gets dirty. If I don't clean it before it gets dirty enough for the machine, then it's going to be a little red LED letting me know, indicator letting me know that it's time to go ahead and clean the filter. But other than that, it's just like this little spare little button right there, nothing. But that's it in a nutshell. That's it in a nutshell. I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna pull out and get it so we can see the whole thing again. Just hold tight for a second. Overall, with this dehumidifier, I'm pretty satisfied with it. It does what it says it's supposed to do. It's been. I've noticed the first 24 hours I had it. I've noticed that because I deal with a lot of allergies and stuff like that, and wake up in the morning, kind of be itchy and scratchy, throat or whatever. But I noticed a difference. I didn't wake up, feeling having the itchy eyes or whatever. And it's doing something. It's doing its job, because when I wake up in the morning, it's full of water. So I've noticed a difference in that. But one thing also, that's one thing I forgot. I meant to say earlier. The air that comes out of here is going to be warm air. It's going to be warm air. So don't get alarmed when you get a lot of when you start blowing warm air and kind of making the room a little bit warmer. That's just because it's taking that cool, damp air in and filtering it through and filtering through the coils. Just heating up that cool air and it's dripping that water down in there and blowing out hot, dry air. So don't get alarmed if you're like, man, why is it blowing out hot air? Is something wrong with it? No, it's nothing wrong with it. If it's blowing out cold air, real cold air like an air conditioner, then it ain't doing its job. And you might need to go ahead and check it out. But don't be alarmed if it's blowing out a lot of just regular warm air. That's just the dry warm air coming across them coals in there, making that water drip down in there. All right. But other than that, yeah, I'm satisfied with it. I mean, I was looking at some name brand ones, but they're like $200, $300, $400 for the same size 30 pint. And I saw this on there, and also with Kohl's, they give you all these little discounts, these little coupons and all that good stuff. So I said, well, let me use 20% off, and then I always use Ebates, because you gotta go through Ebates, which is called Rakuten now. You go through there, you get a little 3% off for 3% cash back. So I'm getting cash back plus use the coupon. Bam! So I got it way under regular price. So no brainer. So the quality looks nice, just as nice as the ones I saw at one of the little hardware. So I think I went to Lowe's and Home Depot, and looks like the same quality, just different manufacturer. And I'm pretty sure most of these dehumidifiers are made in the same factory. We just got different names on them. That's it. Same quality. It's just a smaller size of 30 pint. If you have a large basement, you might want to get the not 60, but the 70 or the 50. But I have a small space that I'm using in, so I just got the 30. And it's like I say, I'm pleasant. I'm happy with it. Like I said, I had it a little over a week, almost going on 2 weeks now. So not quite 2 weeks, but almost 2 weeks. And I'm pretty impressed. I'm satisfied with it. I'm thinking about getting another one, a smaller one, to put just in around the bathroom areas or in the bedroom, to sit and have this one in a different part of the building. So yeah, if you're in the market for a dehumidifier, and like I said, you know, if you suffer from allergies, asthma, and stuff like this, this is a pretty good thing to have in your home or in your office or something like that. So like I said, this is the 30-pipe dehumidifier from a company called Soleus Air. I hope I'm saying the name right, Soleus Air. And I'm pretty satisfied, and I'm pretty happy with it. And it does what it says it's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. And I appreciate you guys taking out the time to check out the video. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, notification bell so you're notified of new videos. And like I said earlier in the video, once we get to that 2,000 subscriber mark, I'm going to be doing giveaways of some of the products I review right here on the channel, alright? Once we get to that 2,000 subscriber mark. So, we got about 1,500 more subscribers to go. But the faster we get there, the faster we get to those giveaways, alright? I appreciate you guys taking out the time to check out the video of my new dehumidifier. Appreciate it. And like I always say, treat people how you want to be treated. Treat people better than you want to be treated, alright? And the message for today, with all the craziness that's going on in the world right now, the message for today would be, you know, everybody just be safe, be calm, and pay attention to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Pay closer attention to what you're doing, and be safe. You know what I'm saying? Don't panic. Stay calm, and just use your common sense. You know what I'm saying? You know. Everything's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, stay calm, do what you're supposed to do, pay attention, and, you know, hey, everything will work out. All right, that's the message for today. Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a good, blessed day. This has been your boy Mark for Loose Screws and Fuse. Drop the mic, and I'm out. Peace.